Good day. I've made it up here to give you another demonstration. Thank you for joining in. I'm here rooftop again in Bangkok. Alright, today we're going to do another back. I'm going to keep on doing videos that might have the same things. I'm going to try to include some new information and try to demonstrate slight variations. So, always the warm-up you should do shoulders, warm up your body, do some jogging in place, a little bit of jump rope, do the imaginary jump rope. If you don't have a jump rope, just get yourself a little bit sweaty, and that's a good warm-up right there. If you're sweating, that means your core temperature is rising and you've warmed up, your blood is pumping harder, your muscles are getting more blood, the joints, the muscles, everything should be warmer and ready for a safer contraction. Think about almost anything. If it's something really cold and you start using it, the chances of damaging it are increased, and there's not as much flexibility. So warming up your body will increase your flexibility and it will increase the function of the muscle. Now we'll strap up. I'm using the tree once again simply because it's more appealing than the railings on this building. For starters, we're going to do what in the gym they'll call a seated row, which in the gym you're sitting down and you see people pulling it like this. Here we're standing. We're working the core. We're engaging your stability muscles. We're not sitting down. You go to a gym to work out. Why sit down? Stand up and exercise. Move my tree here. Alright. There. Now, you can wrap it up. You can wrap it up like this on the tree, or you can just go around the tree like this with the loop. Depending on what stretch band you have on the resistance is going to determine where you need to establish the amount of resistance it's initially going to give to you, and the range of motion. If you're utilizing it like this, or double strapped even more, you're decreasing the range of motion you're going to have. Even though there's going to be a lot more resistance, you're not going to get a full range of motion. I know, enough talk, time to show. So here we go. We're right there. You can see where my level is at. My knees are slightly bent. Okay, step back. There's tension. Okay, no tension. Here's tension. All right, posture. Abs tight. Shoulders back. Pull in. Okay, this is working. This is doing 2 hands at a time. I like to tell you, do 1 arm at a time. Why is this? Because you're exercising one side. You're burning calories. You're able to focus on this muscle. This one's contracted. I'm still holding it. I'm not relaxed. I'm holding it in. Now, when this side is fatigued, I'll keep it pulled. Sometimes that'll be difficult. And then I'll work the other side. Right? Now, what I'm doing is continuing exercising. That way my heart rate's staying up a little bit higher. So I'm benefiting a little bit more from a continuous heart rate. It's not exactly going to be a fat burning technique, but it will increase your overall cardiorespiratory functions. Okay. And there's another reason I like to do 1 arm at a time, because I'm going to pull my tree over. So you can alternate like this. That's fine. Whatever's going to stir it up and keep you from getting bored, that's what you should do. Find somewhere like where I'm at. I've got a really nice view of the entire city of Bangkok from up here. It's pretty cool. It's fairly quiet, It's a good time of the day. It's cooling off. So generally, you're doing this exercise starting from 30 seconds, working way up to 45 and 60, progressing on maybe every 2 weeks or every month, increasing either the amount of time you're doing it or the number of sets Okay, make sure you keep posture. I'm probably talking and not concentrating, and might be slouching off a little bit. This exercise is going to be working your middle area of your back, a little bit of your upper shoulders. A slight workout is going to be going on the biceps. There's a lot of muscles that are assisting in back exercises. Okay. All right. So that's that exercise. It's working this middle area right here. Okay. You do that. You want to take a break? You don't take a break and play on your phone. You can take a break and do some ab exercises. Do some crunches. Do some jogging in place. Do something to stimulate your cardio. The ab exercises I like to do, grab one of these concrete seats over here. Alright. Let's see. Can't see me. But like the jackknife, you know. Okay. You just do these. Do the bicycle. Keep your hands up. Do the bicycle. Turn around. Concrete's not exactly the most comfortable seat. Alright. You do this, you're going to be also working your quads as you're doing the bicycle. You'll be burning more calories. You're stabilizing yourself. You might not be able to have your hands up, so you support yourself, holding yourself on the bench. Alright, after about between 45 to 60 seconds, jump back on. Now the exercise I just did, you can do that again. Okay, I'm going to show you a different one. This time we're going to be pulling up higher. This one's going to be a little bit more difficult, so I'm going to cut my band strength in half. Before we're pulling into our abdominal area, this time we're going to be pulling up higher. So you're going to be working more of your upper. The back usually works pretty much in the angle of resistance. So if I'm pulling up higher, chances are I'm working on a higher level. It's not quite the same as if you're pulling it down, but if you're pulling straight in front of you, the resistance is kind of channeling in the area that the resistance is pointing towards. So here, I'm hitting my back delts a little bit also, and there's going to be some slight trap work in your back. So again, with the posture, if you want to increase the amount of shoulder work, pull with your hand up higher. Okay, pull like this, and you'll be hitting mostly your back. You pull like this, your shoulder is going to be intensified. There's going to be more muscle action involved, as well as your back. It's good to just vary it up, you know. Do one and the other. One and the other. You might feel a burn. That's the buildup of the metabolic waste of the chemical reactions going on. It's producing lactic acid. That is why it burns. And usually, if you slow it down a little, you'll start using that as fuel. So the faster you go, it'll probably build up and it'll be more burning. So slow down a little bit. Switch which muscles are primarily engaged. You can do a few more. Always do both sides. I feel a good level of burn in that shoulder. If you feel any pain or discomfort in your shoulders, that means you need to stop, really. You don't fight through the pain. If you feel pain, your body's telling you something's wrong. Don't listen to some of these people that says no pain, no gain. That's words of ignorance, and you need to listen to your body. If there's a pain, there's a reason for it. Now there might be muscle stimulation that people would call pain, but that's just muscle fatigue. If you feel pain like a joint problem, you should get it checked by a professional. It could be something as easy as just changing your grip or the angle of resistance, maybe lessening the weight. Maybe you have a weakness and you need to develop it first before you put more resistance on it. So these things can usually be fixed or assisted. Alright, so that's that, okay? So that's a pretty good shoulder workout. You can also do it with both hands, okay? That's such a cool thing with these bands. It's not like a dumbbell or a machine in the gym. Machines, you're having to switch each machine. It's only doing one thing per machine. A lot of wasted space, and you're going to be getting up, changing the pins. And I've read people even complaining about the hassles of changing pin on the plates. That's ridiculous. Now with the bands, you know, there's so many exercises you can do. Simply changing the angle of the pull, okay? This is working pretty much your full back. Just this one location, pulling in different angles, pulling down low, pulling mid, and pulling high. Change the grip that you have. You have a grip like you're driving a motorcycle, change it to like a grip holding hammers, and then you can change it to a grip like, I don't know what you naturally grip this way. Anyway, an underhand grip. And those will all slightly vary. It's going to vary with the angle that you're pulling on your elbows, which will change the effects on your muscles. So, pulling back, palms up, low, medium, high is going to be a little bit weird, so don't do weird when your palms are up. You do low and medium just fine. One arm, two arms, keep your posture. Switch it up, do the hammer. Do the hammer high. Okay. If you need to have extra resistance, there's two ways you can do it. You can grab closer in to the resistance, but that's going to take away some of your range of motion. Or keep the grip that you had and just step back. Now it's going to be harder. It's going to give you more of a stretch also. So this is good, and you should progress yourself to that point. Don't always stand at the same place and holding the same amount of resistance. Throughout time, increase the amount of resistance, the amount of stretching that takes place, and the amount of resistance that is accumulated. Okay? Regular grip, hammer grip, underhand grip. You can play with it and have all kinds of fun. That's the back workout. I can grip this, put this up higher. I can leave it low. Let's leave it low so I can demonstrate to you the change of body position doing the same exercise that you see in the gym, such as the pull down, where people are pulling down the weight, much like a chin up. Pull down this way, chin ups, people usually do underhand grip, which was actually a lot of bicep activity. Now, excuse me, let me step back. See how far I can step back here. I'm going to go ahead and grab it with two hands. Okay, now, I've showed you before in my videos the hip bend, bending at the hip, right? Just like one of those old toys that's got a, you know, one little leverage, so you're just teetering right there, all right? Keeping your back straight, you're only sticking your butt out, and leaning forward, all right? So, you do that, and the angle of the resistance, sticking your butt out, leaning forward. All right, got my grip, palms facing away from me. Pull down, there you go. My knees are slightly bent. Pulling down just in front of my face. See if I can get, can't really get a better angle. I guess I'm going to have to find me a camera assistant. Alright, so pulling down. Now this is also, you can change your grip positioning, you can change the area that you're pulling it at, but there's no reason to be pulling it behind your head. Always stay in front of your face. Now you can change the grip, you can do the hammer, pull it down, okay, pulling it down like this. Step back a little bit so I can get myself a workout. Okay, you can grip it under, pull it down even further. Or should I say farther? Further, farther. For some reason I've been mixing those all up lately since I watched a movie. Anyway, just pull it. Pulling it, increasing the amount of resistance, maintaining our posture, your butt's out, your abs are tight, your shoulders are strong. Doing it one arm at a time. This is good because it can add to extra stretching. So one arm at a time is kind of reaching out. It's almost pulling me forward, but I'm resisting it. I'm getting my butt back. All right, pulling it down. Now you can stabilize yourself with your hand on your knee. Maybe you have a bench you want to put yourself on. Use the mirrors. See that your angle of your body is an angle with the resistance. Pulling it down, full contraction, controlling the release, pulling at a good pace. Okay, switching it up, doing both sides. This is also good for developing your grip strength on the bands, because the bands can get difficult to hold. So you're increasing your grip strength, which is an excellent addition to your daily lifestyle, because you're grabbing things all day. Make sure you're breathing. Don't hold your breath. Breathe in and out rhythmically. Don't be too concerned about breathing in and out per repetition. The reason I say this is because it could develop into complications if you're doing endurance type activities, because their breathing on endurance type activities are not the same as breathing while you exercise. So unless you're doing like extremely heavy, just breathe rhythmically in and out. Okay. I'm gonna try to do with two hands, but I think my tree's gonna come over. Yeah. So can't pull down all the way. But you get the idea. Okay. And you switch it up. Together, high and out, pulling it down, stand up. Now you're changing it back to your lower back and your middle back. And you're like this. You're doing more of a stretch on your outer lat area. Also on my tree, I like to go up high here. Let's double it up. If you want to develop your upper abs right here, I suggest this movement. You can do this if you're at a gym and you feel like using the cables. You can do this on the cables, just holding it here, simply curling. You're curling at the body. You're not bending at the hips. You're curling at your abs. It's not a big movement. Go left, right, center. You can grip it one hand at a time, and go to that side. Okay. And grip it left hand, go to that side. Grip it both. Go in the middle. Alternate which side your head's slightly going. Don't worry about tucking your chin in. Your head movement is not going to increase the effectiveness to your abs at all. Many people you see It looks like they're about to pull their head out of their socket, trying to do their ab workout. I think a lot of times they're pulling with their head when they do their sit-ups. It's a very old style that's very potential to damaging and definitely can cause some headaches. So I suggest doing that for your upper abs. Your lower abs, you want to try to do something such as maybe, like I was showing you, sitting down and doing some kickouts. That's going to work your quads also. You could do the, actually I'm going to have to show you another time on that one, because out here is not giving me a place to lay down. But there's so many ways of working your abs. There's no magic to obtaining a six-pack. I can't tell you how many times people would come into my gym and ask me about getting a six-pack. Like there's a secret exercise. There's not a secret exercise, it's doing exercise. The burning of fat, and the fat will go away throughout your body. You cannot target one area specifically to be losing fat. Your body deposits fat and removes fat how it sees fit. It's pre-programmed. As far as muscle, you can decide which areas to place the muscle more than others. And this being is why sometimes people doing too many sit-ups get frustrated because they believe their abs are getting larger. And this is probably true because they're developing more muscle and they have not burned the fat. So do a moderate amount of resistance to build muscle, or you could do your ab exercises. This is still good for core strength, but be aware that it's burning calories and exercise that burns fat. And there's much more effective and efficient ways of burning more calories than doing 1,000 sit-ups. So change it up and do some circuit training without a gym. And there was one that I really liked that I supported. It was the 7-minute scientific fat burning workout. I think I found it online. It was really good. I'll try to find it and share it with you. Until then, the sun's going down. There's, I guess it's going down, but more so behind the clouds. And so yeah. Thanks for tuning in. I should be having a studio to put together here shortly. I'll still be joining a rooftop around wherever I go. And you stay motivated. I'll keep you updated. Anything you need to ask a question, feel free. Send it by email, Skype, however you wish. If you happen to be in the same country or city that I'm at, I'll be more than happy to personally show you and explain to you techniques and help you whichever way I can. Take care. Bye-bye. Be smart, stay strong.